First of 3 here on this Thanksgiving Day. Set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Check view. Ready?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Fight, 60. Strike, check, strike. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Jones. And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day? Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Let's go now. Watch out now. 50, smack, red. Blue strike. Hut.
Here's Love. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, confused. Ready?
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throwing. Hooker. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Hooker's going to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Come on, come on. Hey. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Patterson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
second down, another shot for Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they get the guard, John Runyon. Third down and 10. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Ready up. Point to middle. Bring down. Ready?
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Play action this time with Love. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Previous covers up a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got raw speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Got a man, that's Antoine Green. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. He's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work down inside the 45. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Let's go now.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Hooker. It's complete to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
Let's go.
Hooker now on first down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Hooker. On the move to his left. That's complete to the Porta. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, smash Broncos!
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Hooker wants to change the look. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something that...
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Love now to pass on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Okay, right?
Going back to Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing. Hooker. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Lions defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 20. Love, they go play action now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. This, the second meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Hooker's going to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Gibbs again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here's Jones again on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Second down, another shot for Jones. You talk about this Lions defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass. They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hooker to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Lions at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. First carry now for David Montgomery. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll try to run with Gibbs. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Hooker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get back to score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jones breaking from the contact. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now Love going to change things up.
Check 2. Ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover before he gets going?
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
On the ball. On the ball.
And inside give to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega.
Running right, Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, go Fury.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.